Good morning, it's Dan from Morrison Meadows. Just out here looking at my pasture. I think I let it get a little too short. Well, looks like I'll be haying for a little bit, which is whatever. Just gotta get this rotational fencing better, because the ewes just kind of say, I'm gonna go through or under or over, around, whatever. So once I get that figured out, it'll be better. It'll last longer. I didn't start it right away either. So what's happening this week? Hold on, let me get this changed. I'm over chasing animals. Hence, I've chased animals this week multiple times, multiple species. Okay. So, yeah. Let's start with this. So I moved my fence line bunks to kind of in the pen, because my wife really wants to keep the little goat that's constantly out, and I'm not going to be thrilled if she decides she's going to eat my garden. So this is kind of what I set up here. So just reach over the fence, dump it in there. It actually kind of works better than the old setup, minus the fact that animals jumping in the bunk. So I might put a little rail up to where it keeps the big ones from jumping in it at least. The little ones, whatever. So that was one thing I did this last week. Still isn't helping keep the goat in. And the goat ain't using the bunks to get out now either. I don't know. I'm over that, trying to keep that goat in. If she eats any more of my garden, I might kick her butt though. Cows, they're doing alright. My biggest struggle is the guy that's supposed to mow that lovely, beautiful, tall, green grass. Hasn't did it yet, even though it probably should be done. So they're super tempted and kind of push on the fence, and then all of a sudden they're through the fence, and all of a sudden they're wandering around out there. So got to try to keep them fed, pretty much. So I've been, give them a little grain here and there. Hopefully that helps curb their appetite and not push through the fence. The other animal I got out were those guys. I'm gonna go with human error. So in the shed, this part where the sheep are and that part where the donkeys are, there's a door. Just a door connected. And I don't think it was wired shut like it was supposed to. And I come out here to make sure the sheep are off pasture, and I see the donkeys out in the pasture and no sheep. So I was like, oh God, did the donkeys like run my sheep off and da. No, the sheep didn't care. The donkeys didn't care about the sheep. They just kind of were doing their own things. So I'm guessing once lambs are weaned, we might give them a shot together, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of weaning lambs, that is on the docket for next Saturday. Giving them their second round of CDTs, weaning them, all that fun stuff. I'm kind of excited. Some are looking really good, growing fast, like Frank the Tank and the one my wife calls Precious. And then there's some that are just not doing as well as the others. Like the lamb that was born 2 weeks after every other lamb has caught some of those other April-born lambs. There's one that thinks she needs to steal milk from every ewe under the sun when they're eating. Doesn't matter if it's mom or not. She just goes along and tries to get what she can from every other sheep, which makes me curious. But every time I've caught her mom, she has milk. So I just think she's a little thief. So next weekend, I'm gonna do that. today. Well, I'm gonna hook up the trailer here a little bit. I found an online auction by accident. Found some cattle panels. As long as it doesn't cost me $200 in gas to go pick them up, I made my money. Like, saved a lot of money. So, yeah. What else? Oh, we did sell Buckwheat, the goat. Still trying to sell Dixie. Wife really wants to keep Oreo, who's in the barn and not supposed to be in the barn right now. Sorry for the poor lighting. I will hopefully fix that here in a second. Gosh. Yeah, we sold him yesterday. We're going away from the goat thing for now. I'm not saying we won't revisit it in the future. It's just not working for me. The amount of work I get out of them compared to the amount of enjoyment, compared to any sort of profit I would get from them, is not mathing in my brain. So the dairy goats, the ones that stay in the best, I'm gonna give a shot for now. But I mean, they're on like probation. See, like right now, I'm hassling with a goat to get her out the barn, and it's like, why? What does she do? She's a pet that jumps on my front door, and yeah. So, constantly fighting her with different things. So if you're looking for a boar goat, and also she is 4 months old now, and we were told she's a boar, and she's either a Nigerian dwarf or a pygmy, I'm guessing, or a combination, because she definitely is not very big for 2 months old. Oh wait, no, 3 months old. She's 3 months old. Because we got her in February as a bottle baby, and it's June now. So, not what we paid for. Pardon the darkness again. I'll be out the barn in a second. So yeah, we kind of went that direction. Ducks are growing like crazy though. I'll wander over there and let's see. Yeah, ordered a duck run thing for them. Hopefully it's big enough. I think it is. I can't remember how many square footage it is, but it's pretty big. Got the biggest they could on Amazon. Time I pieced it out with lumber and chicken wire and hardware cloth and all that stuff. Spending the same, and probably, let's be honest, my construction skills are not the greatest. Like, I can fix things, but if you tell me to design and build something completely new, yeah, not happening. So headed over to the garden, then I'll head to the ducks. Just kind of how the layout works a little bit better. Finished planted it last week. The problem is we got a lot of weeds. I don't know how to do it. We got some volunteer stuff from last year, like random lettuce growing up in spots. Whatever. It's kind of in the rows how it worked out this year. So it is whatever. The goat did eat one of my dang jalapeno pepper plants. Hopefully it can recover, but I don't think it will. The hassle with the garden is, besides the weeds, is getting it all watered. It's just too big for our one sprinkler in the center like we had last year. So I tried connecting it like they say you can, but we must not have enough water pressure. So I had a hose running from there, to the little sprinkler right there, to the little sprinkler right there, and back to just weren't doing anything. They were just spinning and shooting a little bit of water out, wasn't reaching enough. So when we water, we're just gonna have to switch. So I bought a splitter, and we're just gonna have to switch from sprinkler to sprinkler to sprinkler and let it run for a while, which is whatever. Finally got the hoses kind of laid out decently so they're not just everywhere and in the way. And yeah, so shovel got left out here. Okay, off to the quackers. I don't show you guys the quackers much when I'm doing these videos. I don't know. They're kind of the kids' things. And the kids really wanted them and the wife really wanted them. So, like, I make sure they're covered every night so they don't get cold and wet and da-da-da-da. But, I don't know. I've been kind of pushing off the feedings and the waterings on everybody that wanted them. I'll whack myself with a rake or hoe, stepping on it funky. Yeah, I'm like, you guys want them? You guys feed them and take care of them and make sure their water's full. I'll help. Like, when we gotta clean the cage, which probably should be done today. I need to help just because I pick up the cage, we let the ducks roam out on the grass, and kind of go from there. Pretty sure we have some Indian runners. I'm still debating on what the dark ones are. So any duck experts out there? Whoa, don't need zoomed in. So I'm pretty sure the light colored ones are Indian runners. I don't know what the dark ones are. What's been scaring me is people have been saying, oh, we're getting all males from Tractor Supply where we got them. God, I don't want all males. At most, I want one. Like, because, like, I get they're mainly pets, but give me some eggs. Pets, you know? Give me something other than just being pets. So, but yeah, they're a lot bigger than last time I showed you. I guarantee you. But no, they're alright. They're not bad animals. They're kind of stinky. Kind of messy. So if you do get them, be ready for a stink and a mess. So either today or tomorrow they will get their pen cleaned. The cage is their new home, which I'm hoping comes super soon. I think Amazon said June 4th. So, I mean, yeah, so I'll be building that. Probably be busy next weekend. Wean lambs. I have a feeling that's going to take a while. I'm making my oldest and my wife help with that one. I'm going to weigh them. So the only way I know to weigh them is step on the scale and pick them up and step on the scale and do some subtraction. I don't know any place around here that has any sort of scale for animals. So yeah. But we will do our best, just like always, just to give us a general idea of how much they're growing. I know some of them, you know, they'll be right at 2 months old, maybe 2.5 next week. And I'm going to go with some of them are going to be 60 pounds. Like, I think that's pretty good. Yeah. So, I guess, I don't know. I better stop that. That's probably really loud for you guys. Anyway, well, I'm gonna go be a bum alum until I have to go pick up my cattle panels. I'll do that this morning. Probably listen to the Western Dorper sheep sale out of Nevada, just because I like listening to them. Hopefully my wife's not around when I'm watching that. She tends to bid, and then we're figuring out how to pick up a damn sheep or two. But no, always like watching those sales, just to kind of, hey, what do I need to do with my sheep? Wow. You know, if I want to sell breeding stock, if I want to sell full-blooded breeding stock, which I do, what genetics do I need? What traits do I need to improve on? That sort of stuff. Because you don't want lame ducks for breeding stock, or lame sheep, or whatever. You know what I mean. So yeah. So I mean, this is a little bit of a long-winded video. I was also chasing a goat for part of it. Yeah. Do the YouTube stuff, like, click, follow, whatever. I don't know. That's a bad spiel. Whatever. But until next time. See you then.